When Prime Minister Netanyahu said that ceasefire talks with Lebanon would begin soon, it offered a glimmer of hope for a nation where thousands lost their lives and millions displaced since the beginning of the West Asia war. For many Lebanese, it sounded like the possibility of relief, a pause in the airstrikes, a chance to breathe, and maybe the beginning of an end to this war. But that hope was short-lived. Israeli airstrikes have continued unabated, with Lebanon reeling from a wave of attacks that killed more than 200 people and injured more than 1,200 in just one day. Entire neighborhoods have been shaken. Life has turned into a desperate search through rubble. In southern Lebanon, the town of Deir Kanun, Ras Alain, became the latest flashpoint. As per local reports, ambulances and fire trucks were hit in an airstrike. These strikes came just after the IDF issued a warning and defended itself, saying that Hezbollah was using ambulances for military purposes. Airstrikes also hit the town of Al-Tayari in the south and Sahmar in the Bekaa Valley, displacing thousands of Lebanese people. In Beirut, the scenes are just as haunting. Residents are sifting through the wreckage of their homes, searching for belongings, memories, or anything that survived the blasts. For many, there is little left to recover.
We want to end the state of war in any way possible, whether through negotiations or otherwise. In the end, this is a reality imposed on us. We have a neighbor, Israel. We do not want it, and we do not like it, but it is a reality that exists. What can we do? We want to live, not continue in this situation.
In Sudan, meanwhile, grief has taken center stage. Mourners gather to bury people killed in an earlier strike. Meanwhile, the Lebanese are divided over Israel's start of direct negotiations with the Lebanese government.
Failed negotiation. If you don't have any cards in your hands to exert pressure, then you have nothing to negotiate about. Tomorrow they, Israel, will say, they want to put a representative at the port and the airport and all borders. What can we tell them then? We'll have to agree. It won't work, honestly. If you want to negotiate, you must be strong. If you're not strong, you don't have a place at the negotiating table. They'll step all over you.
The IDF claims to have destroyed a Hezbollah rocket launcher located inside a school compound in Tir Zibne area in southern Lebanon. Israel has accused the Iran-backed group of using civilian infrastructure for terror activities. The IDF claims to have killed more than 1,400 Hezbollah members, dismantled over 4,300 Hezbollah sites during the current operation in southern Lebanon. The World Health Organization chief, meanwhile, has called on Israel to withdraw evacuation orders affecting major hospitals in the Beirut area. The WHO has warned that Lebanon's health system is under extreme strain and it's struggling to cope with the surge in the casualties. Food security is becoming a crisis as well for Lebanon. The World Food Programme says that Israel's offensive has disrupted supply chains and it has pushed prices of commodities sharply higher. Vegetable costs have spiked by over 20% and bread prices have risen significantly, putting basic necessities out of reach for many. While authorities say the national stocks may last a few months, the reality on the ground is far more fragile. And all of this is unfolding against a broader regional backdrop. A fragile two-day-old ceasefire involving US, Israel and Iran is now already under pressure due to these recent strikes and Iran's demand over Lebanon's inclusion in the ceasefire. With Washington and Tel Aviv maintaining that Lebanon is not part of that truce, the fault in the diplomatic lines is only deepening. Prime Minister Netanyahu has made his position unmistakable. Israel will continue to strike with force until Hezbollah is disarmed. Even as he opened the door to negotiations with Lebanon, which brings us back to the core question, can these talks even work? Israel says that it is ready to engage with the Lebanese government, where disarming Hezbollah will be a crucial part of the deal. But here's the challenge. Beirut does not have direct control over Hezbollah, and Hezbollah itself has already dismissed the possibility of talks, making it clear that the government does not speak for them.